Notice the case of Robert Philip Hansen. This has been in the news. This is a well-known case. This guy is known by everybody. This is not an obscure case. I want to point out to you a couple of things about this case. He was charged in February 2001. I thought the Cold War was over, and I thought the Soviet Empire was gone. He was spying for Russia, not the USSR. He was arrested near his home as he dropped off a bag containing documents. And what did he do, and what happened as a result of what he did? He was charged with conspiracy to commit espionage. Specifically, Hansen provided, first to the Soviets and then the Russian government, among other things, the identities of 3 Russian agents working for the U.S. 2 of these were tried and executed. I thought the Cold War was over. Hansen gave the names of 3 Russian agents working for the U.S. This is 2001. I thought the Cold War was over. Hansen gave the names, revealed the identities of 3 Russian agents, 3 Russian citizens, 3 human beings in Russia. After the Cold War was over, he gave the names.
We're looking at a symptom. We're looking at the collapsing of a market that was unstable. It was unstable because of the way it came about. It came about because of a monopoly control of money and credit by the Federal Reserve System, and that is a natural consequence of what happens when a Federal Reserve System creates too much credit.
He was arrested near his home as he dropped off a bag containing documents. Hansen provided, first to the Soviets and then the Russian government, among other things, the identities of 3 Russian agents working for the U.S. 2 of these were tried and executed.
It came about because of a monopoly control of money and credit by the Federal Reserve System.
How's the highway?
We're looking at a symptom.
It's the highway where we have our pension funds.
And we're looking at the collapsing of a market that was unstable. It was unstable because of the way it came about.
It's the highway where we have our car loans and our mortgages.
We're looking at the collapsing of a market that was unstable. It was unstable because of the way it came about.
The whole liberal agenda was orchestrated by Moscow in order to subvert the United States. We know this now because of the Venona papers and because of our access to Soviet-era archives. Therefore, now, the present day, 2009, Obama's legislation is being rammed through, passed by mainly a group calling themselves the Congressional Progressive Caucus. What little I know is this: they are endorsed by, supported by, the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. Some of the members in Congress were openly Marxist, such as Dellums, such as Danny K. Davis, and at one time one Barack Obama, who sought the endorsement and received the endorsement of the new party. Greetings to my 5 subscribers. We've been led to believe that the Cold War is over. And one element of the Cold War was spying. They had agents here and we had agents there. And one of the most gut-wrenching things that could happen is to have the names of your agents compromised, and in which case they would be arrested and interrogated and executed. Well, this is still going on because the Hansen case happened in 2001, long after the whatever date it was that the USSR collapsed. And in part two, you heard Ron Paul blaming the financial crisis, the lending crisis, on the existence of the Federal Reserve Bank. Ron Paul has been bashing the Fed forever. I have carefully examined the origin of this lending crisis. It has nothing to do with the Fed. It has little to do with Wall Street. I am of the opinion that there are a number of communist agents in our Congress who are spouting disinformation and lies in an effort to confuse the American voter.